Hey guys, this is round one, and we're on the draw. So this hand is decent. Definitely not gonna mulligan it. And let's see what we're up against. Looks like it could be like the Orzhov deck, maybe. We shall see. Ooh, Rakdos. No 2-drop though. That's promising for us. I think I'm just gonna uh play the Arrestor. Not getting full value from it, but that's okay. We have a ton of 3-drops to play, so I want to use up my mana pretty efficiently if possible. Ooh, looks like we might be playing against the Is-It player who picked up the Flux Charger and the two Cyclopses. We shall see. Uh, Keyrune is very good. Definitely annoying, but what can you do? I'm going to play the Krasis here instead of the Verdant Haven because uh, it puts more pressure on the board, and if I draw a 2-drop, then I can Haven into 2-drop, which would be pretty sweet. Ember Beast. Well, he can't block, so that's pretty good. I'm hoping to draw something like, I don't know, Gyre Sage. That'd be pretty sweet. Get to evolve my Krasis, and... Ooh, well, Greenside Watcher's okay too. It seems like I have a lot of 2/1s. That's pretty awkward for my Krasis, but what can you do? Just gonna bash in here, putting him on a reasonable clock. And then I'll play the Verdant Haven into Greenside Watcher. It's a shame I don't have Guild Gate to attach the Verdant Haven to. That'd be pretty nice with the Greenside Watcher, but you know, what can you do? It's still pretty nice. I just have a bunch of 2/1s on the field right now though, so if I don't draw something big, then I could be in trouble. Okay, Cluestone's fine because it puts us up to 6 mana, and that's where we want to be. I don't think I can actually attack. He could animate the Keyrune, and then both the Keyrune and his Ember Beast can block. So I'll just play the Cluestone. Well, maybe I could attack with like one thing. It's probably not worth it. He could also have like a single removal spell, and suddenly Giant Growth just 2-for-1s me. I have Avenging Arrow up as well, which is nice. I could also cycle the Cluestone if he does nothing. Though I don't think I want to, because right now I have 6 mana, and 6 mana is where I want to be to cast all my spells. If I draw a land or something, I might consider cycling the Cluestone. But if I draw action, then obviously I'll just play the cards. Does he have no plays? Nope, here's something. Nivik Cyclops? Toil. Okay, so drawing more cards. Seems reasonable. Still plenty of mana, and 5 cards in hand. This could be bad for me. There's quite a few things he could have that I can't really deal with right now. But we shall see. Heck, a single Electrickery would do me in. Silco Screecher, that I'm okay with. Oh, and a Pursuit of Flight. Interesting. That's fine, I guess. Well, that means Ember Beast can block, but I'm not too concerned about that. I think I actually want to attack right now because he has to block with the Basilica Screecher if he were to block. Because Ember Beast can't block alone. So if I attack in with exactly one thing, I can Giant Growth to 2-for-1 him. Or actually, if he blocks with Ember Beast, it'll be a 2-for-2. Yeah. Well, I guess we should attack in first and see what happens. I might want to play the Leyline Phantom to evolve the Krasis and attack with the Krasis. But if he were to double block the Krasis, then that'd be bad for me because I'd lose the Krasis over one of my worthless 2-1s. Let's see. Yeah, let's just attack in first. He might not even block. Okay, yeah, he didn't block. So attacking with a Krasis there might have been better, but you know, hopefully the 1 point of damage won't be that big of a deal. I'm leaving the green open, of course, for the Giant Growth in case he has some burn. And we're now in a pretty reasonable spot. Swinging in with the Screecher. It's pretty aggressive. That actually terrifies me, passing the turn with that much mana up. I'm almost definitely putting him on a removal spell. Otherwise he wouldn't have swung with the Screecher, most likely. He can block with the Ember Beast once he animates a Key Rune, so that's probably enough deterrence for him swinging with everything. I do have enough mana for 2 Avenging Arrows and the Giant Growth if I wanted to. Yeah. This is why Avenging Arrow is not really that exciting. It usually kills their thing after it's already done its job. So I can't use it to get rid of a blocker or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing with the Phantom because if he animates Key Rune and double blocks it, then that's fine. I can Giant Growth, or I could just allow the 2-for-1 to happen. Like trading with the Ember Beast and the Key Rune is fine with me, especially since I have an Avenging Arrow for his Basilica Screecher, and or a Giant Growth still in my hand for the Screecher. Yeah, killing the Key Rune first seems good, because Ember Beast alone doesn't do anything. Just in case, I don't know, he has some way to reduce Leyline Phantom's power. I'm not gonna Giant Growth here because he could have a removal spell again, like a turn burn or even a any number of things. So yeah, I think I should just let it through. There's no real reason to risk a 2-for-1. And indeed he has a launch party. Okay, that's fine. He chose to launch the Ember Beast. It's an interesting choice, but I guess it makes sense because Key Rune is such a good blocker. Whereas Ember Beast is the opposite of that. Yeah, I'm fine with that because he still had to trade 2 cards for my 1 Leyline Phantom. With that, yeah, I have Avenging Arrow up. I can cycle my Cluestone. Things are looking pretty good. Provided he doesn't slam a huge bomb on me or something like that. More lands is okay. Curious if he's going to attack with a Screecher or not. He is, okay. He might have another creature in hand or another removal spell or something like that. Well, he is still under more pressure than I am, I think. If he doesn't play a creature, I can attack with everything. But he has a Drake. Is he gonna unleash it? He is, okay. So, that's very good for me. I'll just go ahead and Avenging Arrow right now. Nice 2-for-1. Getting quite a few of those against him. And Cycle the Cluestone. Rootborn Defenses is pretty good. Okay, oops. Crap, I probably should have played the Armory Guard before combat, to evolve the Battering Craces, but too late now. Obviously attacking with everything, even if he has a removal spell, that's still fine. I'm just gonna probably Giant Growth whatever he blocks. He blocked the Craces. Well, should I Giant Growth or should I Rootborn Defenses? This is actually interesting. If I Rootborn Defenses, I get to save my Giant Growth, which could be used later, and it's more mana efficient, the Giant Growth I mean. But if I Rootborn Defenses, I don't get to play the Armory Guards. Plus, if I Rootborn Defenses and in response he plays a removal spell that just destroys my creature, then I can't Giant Growth in response. Though I don't think there are any for 1 black. There's Deathwind, but Giant Growth actually deals with. You know what? I think I'm leaning towards the Giant Growth line of play because I get to play Armory Guard after that. Plus, Battering Craces has Trample. Yeah, okay, yeah, that just pushes it over the top. So I get to do 5 points of damage to him, and 9 points total. Yeah, that seems good. All right. Yeah. Plus I would have the Rootborn Defenses as backup if he had a removal spell after I tried the Giant Growth. All right. Yeah, this is fine. This is more than fine. He's gonna need like a Psychonic Rift or something to dig himself out of this one. It's interesting that he unleashed the Drake. I'm not quite sure he was in a position to do something like that. Ooh, a Rage Mutt. Yeah. I think I still had lethal even with the Rage Mutt. Drake probably would have made a difference if it was not unleashed. Even though it is just a 1-2. Do I want to change anything? Man, Avenging Arrow is just so bad against him. It seems like I'll be on the aggressive plan, though I didn't really get to see too much of his deck. He was pretty mana flooded. Let's board in the Liev Decree, since I'm assuming I'm the aggressive deck here, even though well, I mean, to be fair, I saw all of my low drops and didn't see any of my high drops, but Decree is still pretty good, I think, in general. And I think it's going to be more useful than Avenging Arrow, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, this hand's pretty bad. If Liev Decree was like a creature, this hand would be awesome. But Liev Decree is basically not a card right now. It's not something I want to see this early. So it's basically 5 lands and a Gyre Sage. It's not the worst, but if I just draw lands then I lose. Yeah, I want to mulligan this. Makes me sad, but I kind of have to. This hand's not much better. uh, I need a green source. Ugh, jeez. I'm not confident my 5 is going to be much better though, because having 2 lands is so important for my deck. And Bronzebeak Moa is pretty strong if I draw any other creatures. But I need a green source and I need a blue source. Oh my god. We'll try it, we'll try it, we'll try it. That may have well been a terrible choice. Or we could draw a forest, that works too. I'm pretty happy with this hand now. Still need to draw quite a few things to get out of it, but seeing the forest was definitely a good start. Miming Slime is not very good right now. 2/2s don't really do too much. It does combo well with the Rootborn defenses, though. And indeed we see a Cyclops. This is in fact a deck that got past all that crazy jazz. Yeah, we're gonna play the Greenside Watcher over the Slime because I'm still holding out hope that Slime can copy something big, like my Leyline Phantom. Is he stuck on mana maybe? No? Well, if he is, probably not anymore. It's interesting he didn't attack with the Cyclops. Did he not want for me to double block him or something like that? Still probably would have taken the trade. And we ripped the 4th land right on time. Let no one tell you I don't get lucky. And the Flux Charger. Oh boy. This is going to be a lot of damage next turn. I just have a sneaking feeling. Oh. And we draw a very timely arrest. My options are to play the arrest or play the Miming Slime. Miming Slime makes a 2/2, which isn't exciting, but it evolves a Bronzebeak Moa, and Rootborn Defenses is turned on, the populate part at least. Then I would just swing with the Moa for 5, and he swings back for 10 damage. No, that doesn't seem good at all. That seems the opposite of good. Alright, so I think clearly my line of play is to arrest the Flux Charger, and then I get to swing with the Moa and the Mastiff. Cannot swing with the Greenside Watcher because his Cyclops can block. I could bluff like a Giant Growth, I guess, and swing with all 3. Is that worth the risk? Actually, if I were him, I would probably just take the bluff. Even getting a Giant Growth out of my hand is good. Plus he has a group of 5, and I only have 3 cards. Yeah, this is just so much safer. There's no reason to bluff something when I don't need to. And he doesn't block at all. Okay, so he was afraid of the Giant Growth. I still stand by my line of play. I think this is correct. Yeah, Goblin Electromancer, huh? Well, he definitely is a spell deck. I guess he could like rattle off 2 spells in a row and then swing for 8 damage. Or he could do more damage to himself. That works too. Swinging for 5, most likely. That's okay though, because I get to swing for 6 if he decides to swing. with the Cyclops. And he's on a shorter clock than I am. And looks like he does decide to swing. That is fine with me. Ooh, Gyre Sage. I'm not unhappy to see this, certainly. I do wish I had one more land so I could hold up root board defenses, but quite happy with drawing the Gyre Sage. Even if I have to Miming Slime, suddenly the slime got better because it ramps my mana now. And my Moa is a 5/5, so pretty sweet. Definitely swinging in here. I do think I'm on the aggro plan. Question is, does he block? Oh, he's just chumping my Moa. I'm not too sad about that. My Mastiff gave me lifelink, which is helpful in the race, and that means I don't lose my Mastiff. I guess he didn't want to take 5. Yeah, I mean, if he took 5, he'd be at 5, and that is pretty low when I have a Moa on the field, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, and launch party on the Moa. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Plus extort? Yuck. Alright, now we have a pretty good race going on here. Is he not attacking? Okay, that works too. Ooh, Trostani Summoner. Quite a ways away from casting that card, unfortunately. He left the Cyclops back, which means I can't really attack. I think I might just want to play the Miming Slime here, as depressing as the slime is going to be, because it lets me populate with Rootborn defenses if and when I play it, and now it also evolves my Gyre Sage, which puts me to 5 mana, which is 1 mana closer to casting the Trostani Summoner. Still quite far away, of course. And of course, I tap incorrectly. I don't have anything I could cast with the white source, but leaving up the white is still good because Gyre Sage provides the green, and I can represent something like Selesnya Charm. I mean, it's a very minor point, but sometimes it's actually relevant. You might just scare your opponent into not attacking or something. I've certainly done that before. Ooh. Now we're 1 mana away from summoning a ton of beasts. Sapphire Drake is very scary though. I don't really have too much in my deck that can deal with it, so I'm just gonna have to hope that things work out. Because of the Sapphire Drake, I'm actually on quite a short clock. I have like 2 more draw steps to draw an answer. 1 draw step actually. I forgot about this creature. Ew. Yeah, I'm dead next turn because Screecher plus Sapphire Drake is 5 points of damage plus the extort from the Screecher. I refuse to believe all 4 of his cards in hand are lands, and I drew a forest. Well, play the Summoner because I can. I'm okay showing him the Summoner. I don't think it makes a big difference. It's intimidation. Alright, just on the off chance that all 4 of his cards were and he drew a 5th land. Let's play it out. Let's see what happens. I'll take my 0.0001% when I can. Okay, that's an exaggeration. It's probably like a 0.01%. Yeah, okay, so he has this thing. Is he extorting? Yeah, of course he is. Because he wants to win the game. Okay. On to game 3. Don't know why I said round 3. Do I want to do anything differently? Yeah, maybe a Venging Arrow comes in. Because he has Sapphire Drake and the Flex Charger, I don't really have many ways to interact with that. Yeah, I hate to say it, I don't know. No, Avenging Arrow's just so bad. I still want to race him. No lands, can't keep. This hand's pretty terrible. Guess I'm keeping it. Miming Slime. Ugh. This is like last hand. Yeah, Maze Abomination. Yeah. Things. Ooh, is he stuck on colors? Oh, that's exciting. If he's just stuck on colors, I think I'm just gonna attack Giant Growth and then Miming Slime for a 5/5 slime. That actually sounds pretty good. Puts on a significant amount of pressure. And I have a 5/5 slime. Ah, he had the black. Okay. No blue source though. That's good. Don't need to worry about like Flux Chargers anytime soon. And the Gatekeeper. Well, I guess I could have saved the Miming Slime for 1 turn if I was playing more conservatively. But I smelled blood and I wanted to strike, so it's alright. We're in a good position now. If we draw a land, we get to play Maze Behemoth. If we draw anything else, we get to cast it, unless it's a 6-drop, in which case, well, then I can still draw lands. So, oh, something big. Battered Horn. Well, thankfully Verdant Haven's not an artifact. Ooh, Swift Justice. It's not a land, but this'll do. I get to kill his Battered Horn. And I am going to kill the Battered Horn over the Gatekeepers, because Gatekeepers, I'm okay with a 2/4 on the field. It doesn't do anything, really. It's a shame the slime... Ooze, rather. Keep on saying slime. That's because all the cards say slime. The ooze isn't 1 power bigger. Then I could have killed both of them. Goblin Electromancer. And a Drake? Unleashed? Not unleashed. Oh, interesting. Oh, I guess he wants to block my ooze. Alright then. Do I want to attack in? Well, I don't really have any more pressure if I lose the ooze. And he has 4 cards in hand. I don't know. I think there's not too much harm in just waiting a turn to attack. Yeah. He doesn't really have any good attacks right now. Unless he plays more creatures. I'm okay with taking 1 from the Drake and stuff like that. The fact that he didn't unleash is very good for me. It makes me think he doesn't really have a way to deal with the ooze besides blocking. Well, he's digging, certainly, for an answer. Is it key rune? Okay. Ooh, we ripped the land. I mean, should I attack now though? What if I attack with everything? What happens? He can block my Mastiff with his Smelt Ward Gatekeepers. He could block my Greenside Watcher with his Rakdos Drake. And he can chump with the Electromancer if he chose. He would almost have to chump the Ooze because he's at 8 and a Blood Rush kills him. Is that good? I don't know. He could also just triple block the Ooze and deal 4 points of damage to him. But he has a Gatekeeper. And he does have 4 cards in hand. That's definitely relevant. So I cut out quite a few moments in the tank right there. I'm not the fastest Magic player. I try to be very thorough with my decisions. I ended up deciding just to swing with the Ooze because I wanted to force the triple block. I thought it was risky to swing with all 3. This way I get to play the Maze Behemoth, and even if he has a removal spell for it, I have Trostani Summoner in hand and just 1 more land necessary to cast it. And if I don't draw the land, I draw more action. So I think it works out. Definitely I think swinging with all 3 was a line of play that's possible. But I don't know. It was a toss up. Pursuit of Flight on the Rage Mutt, huh? That's pretty good. He gets a 5/5 with lifelink. Definitely very relevant right now. Guildgate. That's actually enough to cast my summoner. Sweet. I think I'm just gonna attack with Maze Behemoth here. Bring him down to... Well, he's probably gonna block. Is he? I don't know. He doesn't have to block, but then I can slam summoner and he can't really attack either. So he would just be at 3. Yeah, I think he's probably going to block. If he does, I'm pretty happy with that because it's a 2-for-1. Oh, just with the Gatekeeper. That works. I will accept his sacrifice and slam a Trostani Summoner. So this is pretty good board position for me. He has 2 cards in hand, 3 rather, now 4, and I have a full board of creatures. It's interesting. The game can swing pretty quickly. He just needs like a Cyclonic Rift or something big like that. But man, Trostani Summoner is really, really good. It's just so hard to deal with 4 creatures all of a sudden. Well, he still can't attack because I could double block his Rage Mutt. But interesting enough, if I attack with everything, let's see. If he blocks my 2 biggest things, he goes down to... If he blocks my 2 biggest things, he life gains for 8, putting him at 15, and I don't have enough to break through. But he doesn't have to block my 2 biggest things. He can trade with the Maze Behemoth, and then, heck, he doesn't even... What if he just, like, puts his 5/5 on my Rhino, puts his other Rage Mutt on my Knight, life links up to 15, I deal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage to him. Or he could trade with the behemoth and kill my... There's so many things he could do. I think it's better just to attack with the behemoth, because if he does just eat my creatures, then suddenly I'm in bad shape. I mean, I could always be bluffing the giant growth, but there's no need to do that right now, I feel. Okay, so he's just gonna eat my, well, trade with my behemoth. That is perfectly fine. My rhino can now attack freely. My rhino and my centaur, actually. Basically, I just have to attack with things that are bigger or equal size to his creatures. A sapphire drake. Well, I'm at 28, so I'm really not worried about getting aggroed out. I just need to kill him somehow. More lands doesn't really help. If I attack with everything, he still has lifelink, so I can't really kill him, and he'll just eat my creatures. So, yeah, just attacking with a rhino. Ooh, he's willing to trade his sapphire drake for the rhino. Interesting. Makes me think he might not have removal spells in hand. That's good for me. Yeah, if I'm just gonna trade off my Trostani summoner creatures one by one, that'll make me pretty happy. Basilica Screecher and Frostburn Weird. Well, that makes it so I can't really attack with the Centaur now. Palisade Giant, does that do anything? Well, we'll put it on the field. Does it open up any good attacks for me, though? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has enough power to kill the Palisade Giant at the cost of one of his creatures. Right, oh, I forgot about his key rune. He could basically block my Trostani summoner with his bats, block my Boros Mastiff with his Rage Mutts, block my Greenside Watcher, or rather block my Centaur with his Frostburn Weird, animate the key rune to block like my Greenside Watcher, and then he does exactly 7 points of damage to Palisade Giant. What Palisade Giant's effect does is any damage that would be dealt to me or creatures I control are dealt to it instead. But yeah, the fact that he has a key rune means I can't really attack with everything and break through. He'll just trade a key rune for my Palisade Giant, which does not seem very good. Could I attack with just... No, Centaur would just get blocked. I don't really think I have any good attacks here. Yeah, alright, let's just pass the turn. Yeah, what happened there was, because he had the key rune, I couldn't attack with everything, because if he blocked with everything and the key rune, it traded with the Palisade Giant. If he didn't have the key rune and attacked with everything, he would have to pump his weird to a 3/2 in order to deal exactly 7 points of damage to kill the Palisade Giant, which meant I would be able to kill his Basilica Screecher and his Frostburn Weird when he blocked. But that wasn't the case. And now he just vomits creatures onto the board. Okay, I need to draw something. Late Night Phantom's not a bad draw here, actually. I get to attack with it. Finally. Right now he has 5 points in the air. If he evolves his Cloudfin Raptor, he'll have 6 points in the air. And if he evolves it again, then he'll be able to kill my Palisade Giant. But he has no attacks on the ground, unless he wants to lose his creatures. This is where Palisade Giant actually shines, because right now he actually can't attack, because he needs to do more than 7 points of damage in order to get past the giant. Well, I guess he could activate the key rune, but looks like he did not notice that line of play. Okay, that works for me. Yeah, right there he probably should have activated the key rune and attacked me, because the key rune is 2 points of damage, plus the Sapphire Drake, plus the Basilica Screecher makes exactly 7. I would have blocked the key rune, but he would have done 7, really, in effect, trading his key rune for my Palisade Giant. This is why Palisade Giant is not the best card, because if he could just do something like that and only lose like one of his creatures, then I just traded for a 2/1. Yeah, but he didn't. I can attack comfortably with the Leyline Phantom because he needs to basically block with everything, and I get to eat either the Sapphire Drake or two of. Oh, he only blocked with 6. Well, okay, I'll just eat the Sapphire Drake. I was gonna say I can make the choice between eating 2 of his things or eating his Sapphire Drake, but he doesn't actually even have enough power to kill the Palisade Giant. So I'll just, yeah, I'll just take his biggest thing. It's an interesting block. There was no reason why he shouldn't have blocked with the Frostburn Weird also, and the Rage Mutt to kill my giant, but looks like he decided against it. Well, now I'm back in control of the game with my Leyline Phantom. Okay, activate the key rune. Is he attacking? Interesting play now that he lost the Drake. Oh. Could he have like a launch party or something? Indeed he does. Okay. So launch party the key rune at the giant. Well, Palisade Giant ate 3 of his cards for itself. That's actually one of the best giants I've had in a long time. Usually the card just is a 6 mana fog. That's pretty good though. We drew a Azorius Arrestor. I think the line of play is to just arrest his Rage Mutt and then attack with everything except for the Summoner, because I don't want the Summoner to be eaten by the Screecher. Yeah, we're back on the aggro plan. I'm not afraid of him swinging back even, because the Rage Mutt is detained and all of his creatures do 1 point of damage. I guess technically he could do 4 with the Frostburn Weird. But this is still a favorable attack. I'm not going to attack with a Summoner because I don't want to give Basilica Screecher a good block. And having the Summoner as a body might be useful later on. So, yeah, this looks good, I think. And I'll just recast the Phantom after this. Actually, I'm not even going to attack with the Greenside Watcher because I don't want his... I forgot about his Frostburn Weird. Yeah, I don't want the Weird to eat the Greenside Watcher. So, he's probably not going to block the Phantom. He's still at a high enough life total that it's fine. He is going to trade with the Mutt though, with the Boros Mastiff though, which is fine. I got to play my Phantom again, and I actually clicked OK too fast. What I should have done was killed the Cloudfin Raptor over the Basilica Screecher, because he can still evolve the Cloudfin Raptor to something scary, and that could pose issues for me. Oops, that was actually a pretty big misplay. And Hopefully that doesn't cost me the game. Well, I'm kind of glad I had the Trostani summoner now. That thing, that having that 1/1 body actually mattered, it seems. And I'm quite happy trading off the summoner for the Slum Reaper. I still have 2 of the tokens from the summoner. The Rhino traded with the Sapphire Drake, and the Slum Reaper traded with the summoner itself. So right now I still have 2 creatures, and he lost 2 cards. Man, that's almost, I would say, a 4 for 1. Pretty good, pretty good. He's double blocking. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll kill the Cloudfin Raptor now before it gets any bigger. Is he going to trade with my Leyline Phantom? That I'm very happy to do also. Because a single Rage Mud is not going to do too much. And now I can start swinging with the Centaur, because all he has to block with is a Rage Mud. And I'm not looking in too bad of shape. He's gonna have to draw something really good to stay afloat here. And looks like he didn't find it. Okay, that was a really long game. I'll see you round 2.